Hello everyone, it's me, Zim again. I originally wanted to do a video of this mod called Resurrection of Dawn. It's basically a survival horror Doom mod, with a lot more action compared to the others. I'm gonna head over to the map set that I wanted. Do mind the screen shake, is because this mod comes with a lot of settings. I could just immediately show you right now. It comes with Dark Doom, fog options, customized immersion, motion blur, and weapon sway. I had to turn the motion blur off because motion blur was just really bad. And I'm going to reduce the tilt speed because the tilt speed a little too high for my liking. 50-degree angle tilt is fine. Movement tilt, the speed, reduce that a little more. Tilt's a little too much, if I had to say so myself. Intensity, reduce that to 0.3. Underwater tilting, reduce that as well. Death tilting, yes. Mean angle, 22. Alright, so yeah, so that's changed. Let's head over. Okay, it's not that bad now. It's not that shaky. It was the Final Gathering that was playing, yep. Okay. So, this originally had a monster mod. I turned that off because the monsters are just annoying. Because for some reason the mod developer decided to have a monster pack with stealth monsters in it. And you guys know my hatred of stealth monsters. I hate them. I don't like stealth monsters. They're the worst enemy type in video game history. And I'm not talking about stealth monsters and like monsters that know how to stealth. I'm talking about monsters that literally hide behind a cloak and they only appear when they attack. And it's really annoying. So, I'm just gonna do this without monsters, and I'd have a better time. This pistol sounds so dinky, but at the same time it looks cool. I bet there's a mod to like redo the sounds for the guns. Already this is a lot easier, because the monsters you gotta deal with are so annoying, especially the stealth ones. That's actually a fair improvement. That's what I like about this mod pack, is this weapon pack. Is not only the weapons and the animations, but also the fact that the pack allows you to have the monsters separate, which is what I like. I don't like having to use custom monsters unless they're easy to maintain, like in Doom 64. Oh no, not Doom 64, T64, that mod pack. Because at least the monsters in there were pretty easy to manage. Ton of shotgun ammo. Assault rifle ammo, to be honest. I'm gonna use it a little more. I'm at the top floor. Shotgun a chance. Shotgun sounds like it can blow a hole through a nuclear silo. A lot of clips. Or magazines. It should be magazines. You call it a pistol mag when you frickin' pick up a pistol mag, but you call it a clip for an assault rifle, it's a magazine regardless. I don't want to end up becoming Charlie, so I need to calm down. What's this? That's a Magnum. Ooh, pizza. Room's clear. Good. Alrighty. Pick up all this ammo. What's this? G36 heavy gun. Well, at least I got some armor now. Minigun box. Picked up a sentry gun. Sentry gun? Anyway, I'll load. What's this minigun? Is it? Oh yeah, it's this thing. It takes assault rifle rounds, and it has a higher magazine. No, wait, what does it take? It takes pistol rounds. I mean, okay, it's a pistol replacement, I get that. But I have this. There's no point in it, but at the same time, just in case if I need a high-powered weapon, it isn't the pistol. Makes sense. So, back to what I was doing. So I didn't grab anything. I didn't grab a key. Just dropped it. I just used the ammo belt and all I did was drop shells on the ground. Weird. Not bad. Won't be using it often though. Where would the key be? There's only one hole and it has that one button, so I can't jump, so I gotta literally circle here. There it is. You tried it. Okay, let's go over here. I'm also coming back from playing Helldivers, so was not having a good time due to fighting automatons, so it's a good change of pace. You can't interrupt the reload? Okay. It needs to be worked on. If this gets a 3.0, you have to interrupt the reload for the shotgun. You can't just have it keep going whenever there's an enemy nearby. Doom, Brutal Doom and many other mods allow that. That pizza gives me a lot of health. That was a lot of health for just some pizza. Okay. For the rifle. Save ammo. They're dark in here. Some extra pills. Is there like a way to get this thing down? I'll figure it out eventually. don't like this room. Okay. Hey, cut it out, you. Enough. Oh, there's the minigun. Alright. Use your shotgun. If I would have known that it would have crushed me. That is dumb. Alright. Just gonna speedrun this now. Alright. You guys all died in a collective spot, so... Alright, that was rather quick. Alright, let's actually get through this real quick. Down I go. Getting you missed. Wait, hold on. Okay, no. I thought it was different pump noises, so I was about to say, like, why are there different pump noises? Where did I get this? Where did this revolver come from? Oh, well, doesn't matter. Moving on. Well, to continue on what I was saying before, this mod had a few problems back when it released. First of all, the first thing was that most of the weapons did not have a secondary fire. Now, almost all weapons have a secondary fire from what I've experimented with. The second problem was the enemies. Some of the enemies had like bad animations, as I mentioned before. Like you couldn't telegraph their moves like whatsoever. Like they would literally attack you, and you wouldn't know you would have gotten hit because they attack so fast. Now the one thing that rectifies that is the option to have the enemies as optional. and have like different enemy sets of your choosing. And another thing that also made this mod a little bit odd was the fact that the weapons had a lot of problems. So just like attack delays and unnecessary changes from the original to 1.0. Like the pistol originally, not that one. The pistol, this one, originally had a burst fire mode and a red dot, and it could ADS as well. But then the mod developer, I think, either screwed up the code or wasn't bound to anything, and the ADS was no longer functional, and there was like no way to like ADS with the pistol, even with the red dot. And then you also gotta take in the fact that the what else was there? Oh, you gotta take in the fact that also the oh hey, this shotgun. Don't mind if I do. But what was it that was a problem? Oh yeah, aside from them not having slightly longer animations and some of the weapons not having any what was it? Most of the weapons not having any secondary fires. There also was the issue of the fact that the strange changes with that pistol, like what happened. And so the mod author decided to just scrap the idea. And I noticed that some of these weapons are actually part of like an artist made these, like a pretty good artist at that. But what's the point of standing on this box? Must be something I can get into at some point. Right, kid. But that's all changed now, so now most of the problems that this mod had are all gone, mostly. I had to actively use that. I need to get out of here quick before I get succumb to the acid. Something over here? Another one of those, just in case mine runs out. Probably should add ketchup to this. Not ketchup, a gore mod. That allows for headshots and stuff. The weapon pack would do good with it. Since I'm not using the custom enemies. Let's put her out. Got another one, just in case. Wait, this was just a hole. Not dealing with that, nope. I know it's cheating, but I didn't think about it. I didn't read the sign, and that was my fault. I do like this mod, but it feels like an abusive relationship trying to play it. Where's the other one here? There it is. I have two of these now. already been over here. What the heck? This direction, yeah. Acidic freaking hellhole. What the hell? Why is that room filled with explosives? What? Ah, okay. Well... I mean, we can just start a new game and go to a different map pack. Because, I'll be honest with you, that was some bullcrap. Now I know why I don't play that map often. Like, I remember playing that map, and I never liked it. And that is probably one of the reasons. We're gonna go to Equinox. We're gonna go to a classic. This music's loud. No, keep it at 80. Reduce the music. 7. There we go. Not too loud, but at least I can hear it a little bit. At least I got ammo and stuff. That's one thing I wanted it. 2 medkits. Pizza. I'll probably finish level 1 of this and then I'm gonna call it. Don't get me wrong, this weapon set is actually really good. Its only downside is the fact that the monsters that the mod author chose aren't that great. Not to mention they aren't that good to begin with. Because most of their animations are just really quick and can get you killed quickly. Why I think it's beneficial for the mod author to just focus on the weapons first, then add some different enemies in general. Because those weapons, I'm not gonna lie to you, these weapons, I'm not gonna lie to you, they're really cool. But the enemies, the author could do better. Almost done, just need to go to the other side, activate that switch, and then through the front door. So these guys occasionally drop handgun ammo or assault rifle ammo. It's a pretty versatile assault rifle. That's a decent fire rate, so you can bounce between targets. Kinda glad I decided to clear out like that. Probably save this for later. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Doom video. It was a lot shorter than the other ones, but at the same time, this is a different mod, and also it's just a lot better compared to most Doom mods I play. I like T64 and I liked all the others, but this one's kind of fun. It still needs improvements. I still believe this mod's still in beta stages, and the author might be working on it, like doing some optimizations. But if I had to give it some criticism, I would say pistol animations still need to not have a delay. That needs to be gotten rid of. This needs a secondary fire. Like, I know you can hold it to like charge an attack, but this needs a secondary fire, like a heavier attack, like it's a wider swing. Let's see. Shotgun's fine. Assault rifle's fine. And a few other weapons are fine. Most of the weapons are fine. But the monsters, I recommend just scrapping those monsters. Like, literally just not bothering with the monsters and just encouraging other people to try a monster pack, like Rampancy or something like that, because the monsters you chose, while they're great, they still suffer from the issue of getting clipped on certain bits of the environment, and also they have very quick weapon attacks. Like, there's like no delay when it comes to them swinging their weapon. Also, for other things, first of all, I think the mod author mentioned that this is no longer a survival kind of mod. If that's the case, then Dark Doom should be automatically turned off. And you could also have in the settings or like in the description of your mod to have like recommended settings for your mod for like the custom immersion, motion blur, weapon sway, fog, and Dark Doom. Because not a lot of people are gonna like the settings you have, especially motion blur, because a lot of people get motion sick when it comes to motion blur. It's also the reason why people also turn up their FOV, because if you're zoomed into this wall and then you have motion blur at the same time, it's gonna make someone very nauseous and have a severe headache because of the constant movement and things just looking blurry all the time. But other than that, though, the weapons are great. I like the animations, the designs. They look cool. And credit is where credit is due. The author who made the designs, the actual designs, they did a great job. I mean, and I also like the animations too, for going into ADS mode and stuff like that. It feels good. But aside from that, though, those are only my criticisms. Everything else is perfectly fine. The weapons feel good. And yeah. One small criticism might be for the shotgun is to get rid of the rail and replace it with an iron sight. But again, if that's the design of the weapon, then I'm not going to hold it to it. Plus, it still is pretty accurate as is. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope that if the dev sees this video, they'll actually try and incorporate some of that criticism. If not, they can do what they want. It's their mod, but it would be nice if they had a few changes. But aside from that, I'll see you guys next time.